This one started, and away we go at the link. Out. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Delta.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Working quickly here.
Target form.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? Silver, set. Delta.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
38-yard line. A gain of 5.
Delta.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 25. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Set. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Darius Slay with the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
And the defense is...
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Here's 2nd and 14. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Purdy setting up that play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch that. Bad. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Now they'll try the extra point again. And he does not tie this game. His extra point's off. They remain down by 1. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Fielded at the 7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Hey, 73. Kyle Leviati. Delta.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
73. Delta.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This throw is caught.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready. You on left. Ready.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, Silver. Delta.
He's throwing for it. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Purdy on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that grows their lead to 12. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Play action now with Purdy. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a 49er first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down. 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 34. Into the hands of Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. It's 2nd and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. Now Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey! Miami! No touch!
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. Nice cut back to the right sideline. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
63, 63. Hey, 73, 73. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
1st down, a run with Barkley. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
They've got 1st down from the 31. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. They've got 1st down from the 31.
No touch that. '73, '73. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And that's Smith on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti.
So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
No touch that. King, Phil King. Phil King. No.
Back now, pressure on its way. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey.
At the Niners' 14-yard
Crowd
line.
love Yeti. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Crowd love Yeti. No touch.
Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Third down, 1 yard to go. He tries to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
4 yards on the pickup.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 6. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go to Barkley again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 12 in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores. What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. For the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 1. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Able to find Dotson here. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Carla viene. Don't touch.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for two, and he's extended their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Option give here. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock, so we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.
I sit on the corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.